fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Miami Dolphins. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he returns this to the 22.
Anderson on the return. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Some space past the 25 to the 27. 5 yards on the game's first play. 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure you're back. You spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, here's Fournette. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the 1st down.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Check 15, check 15. Joker.
Now Leonard Fournette. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4.
Let's go, Dick. It's going to be a long 22. It's going to be a long down. He's crashing.
Now Fournette. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
Brings up 3rd and 2.
Here's Stafford. Buying time to his left. He may try and run for this. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the 1st.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a 1st down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Fournette, a 1st down carry. And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Fournette. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the 1st down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
And Fournette trying to power his way forward, but I don't think he got there. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
It's 4th down.
So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. And look here, it's an opening drive fake. Oh, but this is going to backfire as it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
The tackle made by...
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Room here to run. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards. Even from up here in the booth, the play-by-play guy could tell that there was some pretty good blocking on the right side of the line.
Well, you have good eyes, and it's almost like a ballet when it's executed that well. Everyone in the right spot, everyone in sync, everyone hitting the perfect notes. A little more percussion and a lot more bass, I would think, than you get your normal ballet. But at the same time, that was well executed.
And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make this a 2nd down. Really been an ideal start for them. They get the turnover on the opening possession. Now here they are moving the ball straight down the field on their first drive.
And that feels good, but you know on their side of the field, all they're thinking is finish this drive off because they took it away, right? So now you got them back on their heels a little bit. Now go down, put a touchdown on them. Look out. You've won the mental battle early in the game, and that may carry over for you.
Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. They'll start out on the ground. It's Leonard Fournette. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
He's brought down at the...
All right, Brand, I know we're in the early going here, but those kind of runs, they're going to open up a world of opportunities for this offense going forward.
Check three.
A shotgun give to Fournette. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4.
Leonard Fournette on the carry. The tackle made at the 24-yard line. Brings up 3rd down.
We're scoreless after 1.
Quarter with no score.
2nd quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football as they've got it with a 3rd down and less than a yard. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Fournette. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 18 big yards on that one, and a Miami first. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up 1st downs.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. And this will be incomplete.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. They go back to the ground now with Fournette. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
And 1.
They failed once in this spot earlier, but the offense will stay out to go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Stafford. And my goodness, this is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And this defense will take over right near midfield at the 49-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
How about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you. You said didn't lead to points, stalled off that drive. Now they've got a chance to redeem themselves and maybe reward their defense a little bit by putting some points on the board on this one.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Prescott. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Yannick Ngakoue able to record his 5th sack of the season. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. And they only get a yard back there. They'll be left with a 3rd down and long.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his nose in the mess there and making a nice play defensively. Got a man, it's Mims. And he'll cross over out of bounds right at the 25. 3rd and 19, no problem, as they're able to convert.
Jets.
Now they try the right side here. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Here's Prescott. That's complete to the tight end, Hopkins.
Prescott's
that catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Now Prescott. The Dolphins do the job defensively there, and now it brings up 4th.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
So now then, the penalty's got him set up with a 1st and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half.
At the Dolphins' 11-yard line.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. 2nd down and goal. Prescott. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets.
Complete to number
A great play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. As his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0.
Dolphins, nothing. Aldrich Rosas set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 45-yard line.
Fournette running out of the gun. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
The 46-yard line.
So a good run by Fournette. Now another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Stafford. Open man is Trey Burton. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They'll run with Fournette. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am, go ahead and tapping out the first half. There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let the return guy touch it.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And we're under a minute to go here in what's been an even first half all tied up.
Yeah, still time to make something happen, too. A couple completions, just string them together. Could get into field goal range. Let's see what happens.
Got a man. It's Brashad Perriman. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half.
1st down, New York.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. Prescott now. He's got this to the tight end, Hopkins. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1.
At their 49-yard line.
That first down completion only netted him 3. 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Prescott. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Khalil Mack in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3.
Matt Prater set to kick off.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. Here's Smith to return it. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 37-yard line.
This a 2nd and 7 from the 37. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
When you call a wide receiver screen, no matter how many blockers you get in front of the guy that catches the ball, there's still an aspect of the guy catching it, turning into a runner, breaking tackles and creating his own yardage, and he just did on that play.
Now a handoff looking right. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 17 yards for the Jets there as they've got themselves a first down.
It's a gain of
a good run there off right tackle in an old school NFL football. The right side of the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Able to connect with Mims. That catch good for only a couple.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line.
Taken down by 12.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. They stopped them shy of the marker, thought they were bringing up 4th down, and then that penalty.
Let's face it, they thought they had bent, but could absorb that, right? Instead, they broke as a result of their own penalty.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Give him 2 yards on that one. 2nd and goal now. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
And they give this time to the tailback. And that'll get him halfway there as he takes it from the 6 to the 3-yard line.
On the tackle.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. With his 14th touchdown of the year, 2nd of the game. And the Jets have taken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. They didn't have a 4th down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
Aldrich Rosa set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
1st down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the 3rd quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10.
Look at
Stafford now to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Devontae Parker was the intended receiver. And now it's second down.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
And incomplete.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
So now 3rd and 10. They had the big play to start the drive, but 2 incompletions since. Stafford looks to throw again. And that will be incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Here's Sam Cook now. On, we think, to punt, though he's faked it earlier, but he was unsuccessful. Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. And a great job on special teams to down it, as this will be marked out inside the 5-yard line.
Well, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they will start this drive with just terrible field position, backed up inside their own 5.
But we have seen teams be bold here and take shots, right? Sometimes you go max protection, make it a one-receiver route, and take your shot downfield and see what happens. And occasionally, we've seen success occur.
At the 4-yard line.
3rd quarter from Miami. This is 2nd and 10. Now they try the right side here. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are called outside of the quarterback faking it to the runner and then keeping it himself and maybe having a trail back. What I mean is, in the NFL, that option to throw the football all comes about organically. It's a natural deal based on reads. In college, if you're going to throw the football off a triple option, you've actually called that play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Eluding the pressure right. Looking for Mims, but this is intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. Wow, so wipe out the INT, roughing the passer. What a disaster.
An absolute disaster, and you hope their lockers are not right next to each other for the postgame. Safe to say one is not buying the other dinner.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll get this only up to about the 35.
Number 36.
Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Miami,
7.
It's Jet football as they've got the lead here, and we get set to begin quarter number 4. The Jets on third down. They've been near perfect, 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 5. Now Prescott. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down. You hate to give the ball away here in the 4th quarter while you're just holding a slim lead, but that punt, absolutely ideal. They pin them inside the 5-yard line. They give their defense a really nice opportunity.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 3-yard line.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Stafford. That's out to his running back, Fournette. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 11 yards there, 1st down. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
53, ready.
Now a play fake it at Stafford. Open man, it's Preston Williams. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a 1st down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Here's a throw out wide complete to his running back right side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 10 more there and another 1st down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a 1st down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something that they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
On 1st down, Stafford here. That's to his running back, Leonard Fournette. Call it a pickup of 7, and it's a 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Now a toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. On 1st down at Stafford. And that incompletion breaks a string of 5 straight connections. And it's 2nd down.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Stafford. And he'll get that to Fournette, complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
A throw over the middle, taken in. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
1st and 10 at the 22-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Stafford looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. This is Fournette. And he's going to get this down close to a first at about the Jets' 14. And he's able to get most of what he needed on the carry there. 7 yards on the gain, and it's 3rd and 2 now. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Dolphins have it as we welcome you back in. They face a critical 3rd down now, needing a score here in the late going. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7. But first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. A nice pickup of 6 there to get him closer to the end zone, and it'll be 2nd and goal. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette, and he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. Leonard Fournette with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying up this football game. And this one through the uprights and good.
That ties the game at 14. Matt Prater is set to kick off.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play, but if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Here's Prescott. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Bryson Hopkins, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd down. He was unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them inbounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Stafford. A pass underneath for Fournette. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. And they're left looking at 3rd and 8 after the second down pass play only went for 2.
Stay 50.
Stafford now to throw. It's complete to Parker, left side. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now it's Stafford. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the ball game.
The 40-yard line.
Stafford. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
2nd and 6 at the 36-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Here we go. 29 is the Mike 29.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Hey, easy. Let's cry all the way back home.
29 is the Mike.
Throwing again is Stafford. The open man is Westbrook. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So here's the veteran kicker, Matt. Seconds to go. This for the win. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Dolphins, their very slim playoff hopes get a boost as they move to 5-7. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the Cleveland Browns. Meanwhile, for the Jets, it's a loss that could wind up costing them a first-round bye as they dip to 9-3. And they will get a home date next week as they will take on the Buffalo Bills. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Western Pennsylvania and Heinz Field in the Steel City of Pittsburgh. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the Pittsburgh Steelers. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
On the return, the Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Check 26, check 26. It's a 6. Hold it,
Anthony McFarland, his first carry of the ball game. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Now, that's one they hate. The ball's got to come all the way back.
So that's an explosive play, a really explosive play that gets wiped out, and they have to start over after the penalty.
So the special teams penalty cost some yardage there as they come out on 1st and 10. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. The catch and run, good for 24 yards.
I do believe we'll see a little bit more of this as this game progresses, because when you can have that type of a gain in the middle of the defense, it hurts them in so many ways, because most teams like to be strong down the middle. And if you can sting them there, that opens things up for you on the outside as well.
But that's where their big tight end, is so good, that middle third, the seam routes, the in routes. Yeah, you're right. Probably see more of that.
Yeah, it takes a lot of courage and fortitude to go in the middle as well, and he's got it.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Switch. Check back.
On the ground, it's McFarland. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up. It's probably a pretty good sign here on the opening drive if your guys from the secondary are coming up and spilling things in the backfield.
How about the adrenaline and aggressiveness that led his eyes to the backfield to run up there and make that tackle, setting a tone early for his defense.
And that one goes incomplete on the drop. That's one he definitely normally catches. 4th down.
On for the field goal. A 42-yard attempt.
And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
After the successful field goal try, here's Boswell to send it away. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
On the play.
If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. Now a play fake here on first down. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
Bengal first down.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 46. Now it's Burrow. Flush to his right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now it's Burrow. Flushed out right. And he rifles one incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Escaping the pressure right. Looking for Watkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Bud Dupree. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time.
The ball carrier.
A gain of 3, second down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
I actually love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the second level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers. They're usually known as...
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack. Back at the 47-yard line. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here.
Double up, double up. He's coming, double up.
Now Haskins to throw it. That ball caught by the former Toledo Rocket, Deontay Johnson. That one good for 26 and a first down.
One of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. DJ Reader forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Looking to throw, Haskins. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
They decided to take a shot and right down the middle of the field, and really, they didn't give it as much time to develop, did they? They want to take that shot somewhere around the 15-yard mark.
And the defense able to recover, bat it free. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. And that is incomplete.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. These kickers now, it used to be that a 50-plus yarder was cause for celebration. Now seemingly automatic.
Yeah, isn't it funny when we prepare for a game, when you look at the backgrounds of these kickers, it's interesting, isn't it, to find out they were all-state quarterbacks, receivers, defensive backs, all-state wrestlers, right? Baseball players. We're finding athletes all along, and now they're just specialists putting it through the posts.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. He finds an opening past the 40, the 40, the 30, 10, and all the way in for a Cincinnati score.
Touchdown.
Joe Mixon, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Bengals draw even, and of course they can take the lead if they hit the extra point.
Kick is good.
And it's up and good.
Score, Bengals 7, Steelers 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. From the gun, this will be McFarland. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
And he'll work this one up to about the 38. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
On 2nd down, Samuels. And this won't be enough to pick up the first. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1.
DJ Reader.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
First carry for James Conner. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Got what he needed for the first down with a gain of 2.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So 2 first downs, and that moves the ball to the 42 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll look to Haskins to throw it. And that's going to be too high, out of bounds. downs and incomplete. Eric Ebron, the big tight end, is intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Early on, the running game's been working well, and the offensive line has been pleased by that. The thought process there, catch those safeties creeping up, trying to help against the running game. They tried to hit them over the top, unsuccessfully.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action now. Haskins. And this is caught. I think he got that with one hand. 15 yards on the play. First down.
What a catch and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
2nd down and 3. They'll run here with McFarland. And a short gain down to about the 33.
McFarland, the ball carrier.
The good run on first down followed up by a not-so-good run on second down.
Now let's find out if they're going to stick with the run here on 3rd down. A lot of people would love to see some play action here. I say go with your best running play over your best blocker.
I'm fully built for this life. I think I earned all my stripes. I don't believe all the hype. Get back on my feet and get right. Watch me work, watch it tape, watch him learn, can't relate, watch his dirt out the mud.
A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down.
He's checking crowd.
He'll try and run for it with Connor. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. They're able to convert with a gain of 4.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. But in short yardage, trying to pick up first downs, that big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
Now Haskins on first down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Carl Lawson picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. So 2nd and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Shotgun handoff to Samuels. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
I think we can safely say that those types of players are the backbone of this offense. We know not every run's going to be a big hitter, but you know they'll take that type of result on each and every attempt.
The Steelers on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Haskins. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, it's 3rd and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Eluding the pressure right. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Nice work on the return as he gets about 15 yards back. And the Steeler offense, they're set up nicely as they take over. On 1st and 10 is counter. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was
certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
On 2nd down, McFarland able to push his way through. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold them to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
From the 31, Haskins. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
The 28-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Burrow will throw. Flush to his right. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. Offensively, might be thinking, what's going on here? 1 for their first 7 throwing the football.
So maybe they're thinking about rethinking their strategy a little bit right now with the way that they're throwing it around, not having that success. Might have to lean on the running game for a little while and see if they can get him back in form.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And control of the football, switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. Keeps himself upright. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be second down.
For Juju Smith-Schuster. Brings up second down and 15 yards to go.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And this will go as a short gain on what will be the final act of this first half. So we're at halftime with our score 7-6 in a tough-fought first half. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies. Try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. On second down, Burrow. That's complete to John Ross. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a first down. Mixon with a first down carry. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have not seen that much today. 2 yards the loss, second and 12.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustment, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
Once again, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The end result, 21 yards. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. After the penalty, it's Mixon. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere.
He was brought down.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
No gain on the play.
He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
On second down, here's Burrow. Flushed out right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them. And I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And he'll only get this to the 17, well shy of what he needed. It's a 6-yard gain, and it leaves him looking at a fourth down.
Field goal. A 34-yard attempt.
And let's Haskins' kick is good. And they bump the lead up to 4 now at 10-6.
Well,
looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Now Haskins to throw on second down. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact. But in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well. Incomplete.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Yet again, Haskins is intercepted. 3rd time. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Here's Burrow. He'll find his running back, Joe Mixon. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now Burrow to throw on second down. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Absolutely no disguise on that one. They just went for it. Put him out there and said, go deep. Let's try and hit him. Unfortunately, to no avail.
They give to Mixon to try to pick it up. He's got a 1st down and more inside the 30. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. Joe Mixon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And thanks to the interception, the Bengals offense cashes in with 6. It's good, and now it's an 11-point lead, 17-6.
Makes the score Bengals 17, Steelers 6. Will Lutz set to kick off.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And he gets it out to the 25-yard line. Flag down. This could set him back. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. But that field position after the return wasn't terrific. It's not a great starting field position as well.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Running with McFarland. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
Harrigan in on the stop.
And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A 2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action in the Steel City of Pittsburgh, PA. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Haskins. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. On 1st down, it's Samuels. He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run.
Samuels, the ball carrier.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Haskins, his throw incomplete. Juju Smith-Schuster, the intended receiver that time. And it's 3rd down.
Brings up third.
That was well played, but that was also an example of a corner who understands his coverage, realized he had support behind him, and could be a little more aggressive in the shorter zone, and did exactly that, knocking that pass away.
They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one.
Well, partner, what do you think? Might have been 4-down territory if they didn't pick it up, but...
Yeah, it's a moot point now. I was curious, so if they didn't get it there, would they have gone for it? I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, we didn't have to make that call, but I have a feeling both of us would have said, go for it.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Haskins. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. On 1st down, McFarland. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Back now in Pittsburgh. It's the Steelers with the football, but trailing here as we get going in quarter number 4. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. McFarland once more. And that is not going to get it done either. Once again, he's stopped behind the line by this Bengals D. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Continues to be a struggle for this offense and this home crowd. They're growing a little restless here in the second half.
And I think they've just got to look at how they're trying to move the football. Yeah, you want to run it, but maybe you spread it out, maybe some swing passes that can take the place of runs and give you a little more space.
Now Haskins, 3rd and long. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. Another good drive, Charles, but it looks like another that might end in a field goal try.
They've made some nice plays. They've given themselves opportunities, but as you noted, another field goal attempt coming up. And that's not how they want to end drives. They've got to figure out what's the final touch that they need to push it across the goal line.
Yeah, still yet to find the end zone. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
Burrow going to lead up the Bengals here, 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll hand it off here. This is Mixon. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's second down. He can rack up those tackles in bunches in the run game from that middle linebacker spot.
And what he has to do is make sure he congratulates the guys in front and tells them thanks a lot, because as the guy in the middle, the Mike linebacker, you're counting on your front three, your front four, your front five, whatever you've got in front of you to take up all the blocking, allow you to roam and hit, and that's what he did on that play.
They're passing here, Joe Burrow. And this is taken in by the tight end, Bryson Hopkins. 16 yards, a first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
On first down, Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
At the 40-yard line.
Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 37. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's first and 10 at the 37-yard line. Burrow going to give this to Mixon. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. The Bengals on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 8. Now Burrow. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Coverage was awfully tight there on 3rd down. They actually closed off all the passing lanes, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. Well, that one hurts a bit. That was a golden opportunity to possibly put this one on ice, but he comes up empty.
And how big of a miss might that turn out to be? Stay tuned. There's still time left on the clock. This could be critical.
Still a 1-score game. Had he hit that, it would have been 2 scores. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Taken down at the 43.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there. And he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
On 2nd and 9, Haskins. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. 30, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Bloods to try to add the PAT. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Is good. Makes the score Bengals 24, Steelers 9. Will Lutz set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep.
The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Haskins. Looking deep here for Ebron. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Carl Lawson getting him once again his 3rd sack of the afternoon.
Brings up
Brandon, that's just football 101. If you're out of the pocket, you've got to get rid of the football in this situation. You cannot take a sack in a 2-minute drill.
Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts as they stop it prior to what will be an important 4th down. Here's Dustin Colquitt now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Agnew now to return. They'll call this a 41-yard punt, 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10.
At their own 40.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Escaping the pressure right. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Fights off the defender. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. It's a Bengal 1st down, a pickup of 11. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Down Cincinnati.
They'll run on 1st down. Mixon, and maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 2nd and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. That one looks like he'll throw here. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Steven Nelson, and he will take it out to the 25-yard line.
The 2nd down pass intercepted. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Pittsburgh offense at the line to start their next drive. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game in this sequence here. Maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a run with McFarland. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Again, McFarland. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. On 1st down, McFarland. He's got a 1st down and then some at midfield. And he takes it across the 50 to the 46-yard line. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points, that lone field goal in the entire second half.
And remember the old adage, offense sells tickets. Defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held them to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea of what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Cincinnati, they get back in the win column as they move to 2-1 now on the year. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Cleveland to take on the Browns. Meanwhile, for the Steelers, they'll fall to 1-2. And they'll be at home for one next week as the Baltimore Ravens come to town. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.